think the most frustrating part of being sick is having to explain to people what Lyme disease is, because people just really don't understand it.
I discovered I had Lyme disease after I had my daughter Sabrina.
My wife was pregnant with our third child, so he's never known a father that wasn't sick.
And I had like aches in every single joint of my body, and like pains that moved.
My legs ached.
And it felt like fireworks. It felt like someone was poking me with a pin.
I had trouble walking, I had no balance, I had no coordination whatsoever.
I'm a professional dancer. I couldn't do a normal 3-minute dance anymore.
I couldn't play with my friends.
I was so exhausted from Lyme disease, I couldn't pick my head up off the bed.
I would get up in the morning, it would take me 2 hours to get dressed.
All I wanted in the entire world was just to lay down.
Finally, I could get to my office by maybe 11 o'clock, and I couldn't remember what I was supposed to be doing there.
I was completely like foggy, couldn't put words together.
During a live television show, my brain wouldn't function like it used to.
I tried to fake it for a while, and then, you know, I just couldn't work at all.
One day I told my mommy I couldn't turn on my brain.
I couldn't remember what my birthday was, and I had to run inside and ask my mom, and that was a very scary moment for me.
I used to work as a lawyer. I chaired a committee at the UN.
I was a designer at Ralph Lauren.
And I had a well-functioning brain, and to lose that capacity was frightening.
I'm unable to walk, I'm unable to feed myself. I'm completely 100% dependent on my wife.
So in the end I had to stop working, and that's terrible.
One day I turned to my husband and I told him, look at me, because this is the last time that you're gonna see me alive. I am dying.
You fall down the rabbit hole and you can't get out.
Well, my doctors thought I had fibromyalgia.
And then they thought I had ALS.
I went to the doctor with my mom, and they thought it was mono.
I was told by doctors that I had anxiety and depression when I was neither anxious nor depressed.
The doctors kept saying to me, like, probably you have like a little, like a, you know, postpartum or something.
I went to another doctor who thought that there was a possibility that I might have a tumor.
I went to the doctor the next day, and he thought it might be a spider bite.
I had a bullseye rash, but I was told I didn't have Lyme disease.
And I said, like, I don't have any postpartum. I'm the happiest person in the world right now.
Basically, I was told there was nothing wrong with me.
There's no depression here. Something is going on, and it's something strange that is happening to me.
And it took visits to 10 different doctors before somebody had suggested that I be tested for Lyme disease.
My mom really had to fight for me to get the Lyme test.
I was tested for Lyme disease probably 5 times.
I kept researching on the internet my symptoms, and the 2 things that came back constantly, it was one Lyme disease and the other one was lupus.
I wouldn't be like this if I had the right diagnosis, period.
So I went to my doctor and I told him, okay, I want the complete test.
I wasn't diagnosed in 8 months, and those 8 months I got sicker and sicker.
And yeah, it came positive, but I lost 6 months of my treatment.
It was so frustrating to get the test back and hear inconclusive 3 times. Really?
There is absolutely no definitive test right now that's readily accessible to people to find out if they have Lyme disease.
It's based on 25-year-old technology, which at the time it was developed, those researchers were using an electric typewriter and probably listening to a Walkman at the time they did it.
Believe me, there are all these people out there, they have something wrong with them. I mean, trust their word, there is something wrong with them.
And there's no prescribed method of treating Lyme disease. So a lot of people are stuck in the middle.
Lyme disease has definitely created unbelievable chaos and havoc up in my life.
And it's such a waste, I think, of human potential.
No one else should have to go through this.
You set certain expectations for what your life is going to be like, the kind of father that you're going to be, the kind of husband you're going to be, the kind of business person you're going to be, and Lyme just takes that all away from you.
Because I had no idea. Like Lyme disease, oh yeah, joints, muscle pain. That's all I thought.
It's not like that. It is terrible. It is a pandemic. It is taking lives. It's destroying families.
Yet the resources dedicated towards finding a cure are vastly underfunded.
I know there is someone out there that is going to find a cure for Lyme, and that's why I think it's so important that people give money to the researchers.
Because you don't want this to happen to anybody in your family, your kids, your wife, your brother, your mother, because it rips the life from you.
The thing that gives me the greatest hope is Lyme Research Alliance. There were times when I was absolutely at my darkest moments, and it was LRA that really was the thing that pulled me out of that darkness to let me know that somebody was fighting for me, that somebody was going to help find reliable tests and treatments. If it wasn't for LRA, I really don't know where I would have been emotionally from the disease. It really made such an important change in my life that somebody was out there fighting for us.